Okay, whoa. Boom. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was a place where I could learn a new instrument and all the lessons and the tips were in one place? I think I found the solution. Yes, there are many websites, many sites where you can do this, but TrueFire is wonderful. I have recently started working with them, and if you are someone who's interested in learning more about the voice or predominantly about the guitar, TrueFire is the place. The thing that really caught my eye about TrueFire is that you can learn at your own pace. With over 1,500 courses across every skill level and over 400 top artists and educators, you are in good hands. I also really love the multi-angle, so you can really hone into what they're doing on the guitar. But as mentioned, they also have singing tips. Singing alone, singing with a guitar, it's got tons on TrueFire. I will leave you to your own discovery, but the link is in the description below, and let me know how you get on. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and today I am jumping onto Lady Gaga, Abracadabra. It's really weird to actually look at this word spelled out because you can say Abracadabra and it's fine, but looking at it, it's like, whoa, there are a lot of A's. This is her SNL performance a few weeks ago. I know this song from hearing it on the radio and on Spotify and stuff, but I haven't yet watched this live performance. I'm really intrigued as to how certain sections will go. But as always, this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals, picking out certain moments, so do be expecting pauses. If you'd rather watch the full video uninterrupted, I've left the link to the original video in the description below. Please do go and check me out over on Patreon as well, but otherwise hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to Lady Gaga, Abracadabra.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Gaga!
Oh. Oh my god, there are mirrors at the top.
In the clouds, keep your mind on the distance when the devil turns around.
Okay, whoa. First of all, the head mic that she has on is right close to her mouth, so we're kind of getting like we're hearing a little bit of that gain, that distortion, buzz happening. I think that's just because she's so close, she can't move it, right? So this has to be held there. SNL, we're live, and we can really hear how live this is, right? With all that breath, that distortion coming through. So I just love that, first of all, that's really clear to hear. Okay, second of all, these hits are happening, but when Lady Gaga's actually singing, it's all a cappella. There's nothing happening. She's just delivering these lines. She has to keep that tempo up. Obviously, it's her own song, so she knows where she's going, but that's so important. The entrance line, the first line that we hear this build up, and we hear that ascend rising of the Abracadabra chorus, which we will get into. I just think there's some magic in that ascend that just gets me hyped. I hope I'm not alone. But the delivery, completely a cappella. She's just on her own, and she's to hit all those marks. Let's go back, because there's a cool I don't know, it was just like a roar. Oh, and it's so eerie. That rise. Yeah. Oh, we get that. Boom. And then straight to pay the toll, I think. So it's very punchy already with that plosive.
Pay the toll to the angels, drawing circles in the clouds.
She's kind of keeping angels, and then as soon as we go to that S, the sibilant S harshness there, she's off. We kind of hear that breath out as well. Clouds. So everything finishes with this, and then she's off, and we hear that breath.
Drawing circles in the clouds. Keep your mind on the distance when the devil turns around.
So we've just ascended here quickly before we let this play a little bit. I just wanted to talk about this because we did stop there previously. We have a little bit higher than this original pitch of the first two opening lines. Ha! So in this kind of, she's not reaching up for volume, but she's beautifully blending. Look at her position. She's being carried. She's like arched back a little bit, but actually the body and the face, even though it's kind of doing this, it's all aligned. So we're kind of in this nice anchored position for this higher note. Hold. And it's a bit more of an A vowel in that hold as well. I love how she jumps up there. And they're holding. That distorted. Face.
In the game of life, like a poem said by a lady in red, you hear the last few words of your life. With a haunting dance, now you're both in a trance. It's time to cast your spell on the night. Abracadabra, amor unana. Abracadabra, morta Hugaga. Abracadabra, abra unana. In a tongue she said, death or love tonight.
Cool. Okay. Choreography. Yes, I'm here for this. We had that feeling at the beginning. Obviously, we have the ensemble here as well, which making these kind of jerky movements. Here, Lady Gaga's joining in. Very, very strong. Very, very powerful. All while still holding quite a fluid like motion with the delivery. So even though it's very jerky, it's really kind of complementing each other.
You hear the last few words of your life. With a haunting dance, now you're both in a trance. It's time to cast your spell on the night.
Yeah, she's also kind of not breathing at the end of the phrases. She's kind of holding on and then breaking up that last phrase in the middle. This is, again, I'm going to keep going back to it. It's live. There's so many things happening, so many points that she needs to hit that the breath is like she's holding, and then just breaking up that last phrase, because I think there needs to be a little bit of support as she's being carried around, dancing around, singing, pointing, you know, all these things.
Now you're both in a trance. It's time to cast your spell on the night. Abracadabra, amor unana. Abracadabra, morta Hugaga. Abracadabra, abra unana. In a tongue she said, death or love tonight.
Yeah, and they're all really straight tone. Set, that wasn't straight tone. Set, really straight tone. Da, da, really punchy here as opposed to the beginning part of the chorus. She has a lovely level of twang as well. Sometimes we feel like we need to reach up with our thicker folds to kind of keep loud up there. But if we swap that around and let the vocal folds go where they need to go, and then maybe bring in some more twang, experiment with how much twang is too much, too little for every voice is different depending on what we feel. Lady Gaga's got a lovely amount of twang where it's soaring through. We can hear this on some of the endings of words where it kind of becomes a little bit brighter and like cartoon-like, for better word, but that's that twang, just creating that brightness, bringing that forward. It's so clear, the vocal fold closure. Okay, cool. So here, actually, we just have the tracks on the stem. So we've got backing tracks there with the abracadabra, that kind of vocal quality, as we're seeing Lady Gaga break down a little bit. Give us a breakdown of dance. I love that glissando up.
Watch it burn. Don't waste time on a feeling. Use your passion. No return.
Oh, I love all these bells. Like, notice how she's just really dropping and elongating that vowel. Passion. It's not pasha. Like, you know, out. And she's going straight on the vibrato here. So very different part of her voice as she's blending things together. With the mirror, we can see this camera person come straight close to Lady Gaga. So she's singing right directly. The eye contact's directly down the lens. Very powerful. I love how this is just her on her own now. It was very full in this house setting. Now they've kind of gone. Yeah, my favorite part in this, the I love that. The floor's on fire as it is ascending. Again, this is all backing track. We're focusing more on the choreography part here, but let's let it play through again because I love this next part as she's again going through a little bit of a higher part in her range, and she's keeping narrow to kind of navigate through that and go straight onto a vibrato.
Watch it burn.
Oh, so interestingly there, bum, 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 that chord doesn't change, even though I'm not sure if we had that at the beginning, but musically we're staying on the same chord all the way through this section, even though she's changing and doing what she did in the first verse and as she descends. But otherwise we've got that constant dun, 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 dun. I think I might be doing the rhythm slightly wrong.
Choose the road on the west side as the dust flies. Watch it burn.
Now here.
Don't waste time on a feeling.
Feeling.
Use your passion, no return.
And I love this fist.
Hold me in your heart tonight in the magic
Woo!
of the dark moonlight. Save me from this empty mind. In the game of life, like a bird.
Oh, cool. I think she broke up the word fight there, height, and added a H in there, a little bit of an aspirate, broken word, aspirate onset. We know aspirate onsets can engage the core a little bit because, like, you know, when we laugh and our belly hurts, that's why, because it's kind of connected. So that engagement there. As she then ascends, there is a little bit of a kind of like a reach kind of feel. Yeah, in the game of life. She's kind of, it's such a continuous sound with Lady Gaga. Like in all eras, when she blends elements together, it sounds so full, sounds so connected. And I think this feeling of, it's very stabby and she's allowing us to hear the breaths, and the fact that the mic is so close to her mouth, I think she's wanting us to feel this kind of like this awkward kind of feeling. Also the sudden movements in herself and the ensemble, it's all very tying, all very fitting. A sound. Oh. Okay, so spell of the night. Here she's really leaning onto this again, the vowel is very bright. There's a tiny spread here as opposed to before when she's dropped. All these things just help with a bit more of a thicker connection. And she's also not holding onto the word for very long, so we can just like let it soar. She starts this phrase really lunged forward as well, which engages the core, which engages our muscles. You know, the vocal folds are tiny. If we leave everything to the vocal folds to create this loud sound, it's like we're going to put a lot of pressure on there, make sure our body's involved. And Lady Gaga definitely shows this here, but always she's very, very connected with what she wants to portray emotionally and with her body and her voice. Music is very expressive. It's a wonderful thing. Talking about music and being expressive, I recently released a new single called Moment With You. You can go check it out on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. The link is in the description below. This is all leading up to my full debut album coming out very, very soon, of which there will be vinyl records, which I'm so excited. If you want more information, just get in touch or leave me a comment in the comment section below. Take it away, Lady Gaga. There's so much twang down here as well. Live. Ooh, we had a little bit of distortion come through as well. This is what I mean. She's so connected that she just lets it soar if she feels like that in a moment. Like you saw it kind of like in her eyes, and then she lets this kind of false vocal fold connection there. So when we have, and Lady Gaga's shown this here as well, that she has great vocal fold closure because there's not a lot of breath coming through when she's singing these phrases. It's all very connected, and there's the right amount of contact so that we're not applying too much pressure and causing tension, just the right amount so that we're getting a clear vocal line out. This whole performance so far has been very speech-led, very spoken-led, very connected to those words. Here, when we're doing that glissando up as well, she kind of loses that contact with the true vocal folds, and the false vocal folds on top start connecting and dancing and creating that distortion sound that we just heard at the end of that slide. I love that. She does not miss. Okay, so a cool thing that I think is happening here is that we're hearing two vocals. So Lady Gaga is singing in the mic, but we also hear her voice in those tracks that are playing as well. There's so much choreography in here. There's so much, not only like choreography, we're using breath in a different way than when we are singing as well. So it's kind of like, one moment we've got to be tight in our core as we're stabbing all these movements, and then for singing we want to have that core engaged, but the stomach kind of like relaxed, that when we're breathing in between phrases, the stomach's just doing its thing, and we're just expanding that to use the breath wisely. And it's quite juxtapositioned with how both of those are working. So having those tracks in this circumstance for SNL like recorded, it's something that they do, but also in this sense, when there's so much choreography involved, it's so that if Lady Gaga was feeling a little bit out of breath or whatever, we've got her covered basically. But she is still singing live here because we can still hear the two lines together. She is just so impressive. Again, the commitment to these movements is just wonderful to watch. Her eyes, they're so... bit softer on that me. Oh, something else that she's doing here as well. She's actually breaking up in between the words here to fit with that melody. Da 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 da. So I think sin, full, melody. So they're all broken. We're really just focusing on the like syllables rather than connecting the words together. Oh, contrasting to this wonderful note up here that we had with Lady Gaga, we had these sudden movements with the hands, which is really, again, pulling the differences aside. Nice lyrical kind of moment vocally, but then visually we're seeing the ensemble create this dark kind of setting. As we're doing this, she's not holding onto them, not singing this phrase legato, not connecting the notes. She's kind of breaking them up in different sections each time, I think, but also approaching them quite smoothly. They're not, even though it's an R vowel, so there's like a swell on each one, which is really interesting. Yep. Now we can hear her. Wow. She held on to that position. She was like, I will not move from this position because this is this world, this story that she's in, until the clapping stops, I'm guessing. Interestingly, when she's doing all these big motions, especially that one with the arms there, that's engaging our core as well. So that's helping us get a fuller sound vocally. Yes, we don't need to do that, and yes, doing that might lead us to feel a little bit out of breath, but actually in that moment, it's helping us keep involved, right? Because our core is engaged. We're feeling like we're really supported and engaged in our voice. Well, now I've got Abracadabra back in my head, and I probably will keep on singing it for the rest of the day. Not complaining, because now I've got some awesome choreography moves to go with it. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you've got more live performances of Lady Gaga performing this song or another song, let me know, as I may just do a reaction and analysis video breakdown for you. Remember to go and check out my original music over on Spotify, and I cannot wait for you to hear the full album very, very soon. But hit that subscribe button and the bell button and the thumbs up button. Do go and check me out over on Patreon as well. Lots of fun going on over there. And I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye.